today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Going deep this time for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all. And you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
A throw complete to Dorsett. Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Jaguars. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
First carry now for David Montgomery. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go.
And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Caught out left side by Robinson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, Allen Robinson now with the Bears, but he spent the first 4 of his NFL seasons in a Jaguar uniform. And you might remember he had the breakout year in 2016 where he had 80 catches for 1,400 yards and a league-leading 14 touchdown receptions.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
44.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Kaepernick again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's Kaepernick to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On first down, Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And quickly finding Rager.
And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Again, it's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike, 58, right there.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
58's Mike, 58. 58's Mike. What's the run? They're running.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's up and good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Here we go.
On 1st down, Kaepernick steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. Kaepernick now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Kill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Watch that end, tight end's right.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Joker. Jim.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So now the Bears down 24-14. A little over 80 ticks to go. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. On first down, Pollard. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's a big...